Welcome back everyone to the Side Character channel. Today we have a very special Bakugan collection video. It is the Genesis collection box. Look at this bad boy in all of its glory. The two main characters in this box, Genesis Dragonoid and Genesis Wrath. This thing is huge, by the way. My camera's never this far away. My voice might sound far away too because I had to back up everything because this box is huge. We have 6 regular Bakugan cards, 2 special ones. I'm very excited about these two. 2 metal ones and 4 cores. Here we see their cartoon versions, their anime versions. Here we have a look at how they glow in the dark. Yes, these are light up Bakugan. I am a child. I love light up things. And here's everything we get in the box. We have Genesis Wrath, Feral Nilius, and Nano Lancer. Genesis Dragonoid, Warrior Whale, Trox, and Nano Widow. And something about me, I don't just make Bakugan videos, I also watch other creators. And I've seen where this art right here is displayed on these cards. And if you put them all together, it will show this exact art right here. Obviously with the background more in detail and the characters more in detail. So I can't wait for that. Along with these stands where you can put 2 Bakugan, obviously the Dragonoid and the Wrath. And you can display them. And I love that because you can finally use these little cores to display your Bakugan properly. I display my Bakugan using these just regularly, and having a station will make them look that much nicer. All right, enough talking. I'm gonna unbox it. All right, so I open this up. Now it's time to slide this bad boy out. So here we have everything out the box. Here are all the cards, the Genesis Dragonoid, the Wrath, the Nanogon, Trox. I'm really excited for this Nilius. It looks really nice, and especially these display stands. I can't get over it. These 2 other ones, which I don't care too much about, but I can't wait to see these bad boys light up. My first light up Bakugan. Very exciting. All right, I'm gonna remove all these Bakugan from their prison so I can finally bring the camera back down so you can get a better look at this. All right, we are back, everyone. Finally brought y'all down to my level. Here we have all the cards, and I closed most of the Bakugan. I didn't look at them too terribly much because I know I wanted to do that on camera, but I also wanted them to be in this shot. I did not mess with any of the Genesis Bakugan. 2 metal cards, and they are a Dragonoid, and whatever that is, a pterodactyl. Very nice metal cards. As always, I love these big metal cards versus these little cores, but these little cores are now useful because of that thing. All right, so here we have the cards. We're gonna run through them really quickly since we still have a lot of Bakugan to go. We have the Genesis Trox, very nice. Nice looking spikes. I don't think that's on the actual Bakugan itself, but Trox is a very nice one. Genesis Feral, very cool. He's standing on his hind legs, and that's what we see along with the Bakugan. Warrior Whale, Genesis, obviously. Looks really cool. You can see this fire, water. Yeah, the cards connect. Really cool, and I'm excited to show that off. Nilius. The Nilius Bakugan in this is the best Nilius I've ever seen. The character card looks like, it's alright, but the Nilius Bakugan blows it out the water. We have the Nanogon Widow. Very cool. And lastly, Nanogon Lancer. Before the 2 big main cards themselves, we have Genesis Wrath. Look at that. Just a crystal nice Bakugan here. Let's see, flip it to the side. All right, just the regular Bakugan card. But here we have the Genesis Dragonoid. Very nice. So much detail in this artwork, along with his red crystal right there. Very nice, and I can't wait to put all this together right now and see how it comes out. Here we have the artwork all displayed together. It looks very nice. These 2 don't go along with it. But here we have Trox, Warrior Whale, the Dragonoid, the Wrath, the Feral, and the Nilius. They all connect together to make one nice artwork. You know this is getting sleeved immediately. Very nice, especially these 2. I love when artworks that are in cards, they form. I know Pokemon does that quite often. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and story these bad boys and talk about the Bakugan themselves. All right, I've never had to deal with this many Bakugan at one time, so we're gonna do a speed run. So here we have the Widow Nanogon. Let me zoom in, I don't wanna miss any details. Look at that beautiful gold symbol on these Nanogons. Crystal, like their big Bakugan counterparts, or the leaders. Look at that golden symbol right there. And something about nanogons, obviously they're much smaller. Here's a normal Bakugan for comparison, is they don't open automatically. They don't have any magnets. They're all manual. But that's all right. They are cool. They can attach to bigger Bakugans. I think I'll show that off later. Let's see. Is that all right? Yeah, that's as much as it opens. And does it look like a spider? I think it looks pretty close to a spider. As close as you can get. Once they're opened up, they're a pretty good size. So yeah, here we have it. The Nano Widow. Some eyes on top. Some spikes. Wow, I can't believe they managed to get these little hairy spikes on here. Pink accents, the gold and black. Very nice little nanogon. They connect. They have this little thing right here. This little peg right here that pegs into the bigger Bakugan, and then that's how they connect. I don't know how Widow works exactly because, oh, I guess like that. All right, so she can lift up her back end, connect to the Bakugan, and it will look like that. Very nice. And here we have the Nano Lancer. I think Lancer is supposed to be some sort of snake. Silver accents here, crystal always. The golden symbol, that looks so very nice. Let me open it up. And here we have it, the Nano Lancer out extended fully. Here's the tail. There's a lot of detail on this back end. We can see it has kind of like a rattlesnake tail. Moving on to its body, this is where it connects to. And the face is where it has the most detail. Golden eyes, we see it has some feathers down here. But besides that, just a nice addition to the Bakugan family. It closes up like this. Makes a very satisfying click sound. And here it is, the Nano Lancer. Up next, we have Warrior Well. Very nice. This, it looks gold, but I think it's actually just yellow. It's not shiny or reflective at all. I think only the special and clear Bakugan from this set have that nice golden touch. We see the dark blue everywhere, followed with some hints of light blue. Let's open this bad boy up. Here we have it. Warrior Well. I've never been the biggest fan of Warrior Well, but I do like, I think it's growing on me. I'll give it that. I do think it's growing on me. Here we have the face. Some yellow eyes, some teeth down here. I love this fin actually. I really do enjoy having like this big piece stick out automatically. We have some hands right here. Yeah, I forgot that he has hands and feet. Obviously his big fin, his tail fin. And that's about it. Everything else is just trying to be a Warrior Well. It's a very round Bakugan, which I don't mind. As long as it's, you know, sort of cool. And I think this is sort of cool. I really do love this fin. And I think these are the holes where the Nanogon goes. And yeah, there it goes. Nanogon that connect to the Bakugan. So it's a Warrior Well with the Nano, what is it, Widow? So yeah, that's where it would go. These little holes on any other Bakugan. And yeah, I guess it does kind of look cool just having a spider on a Bakugan already. But yeah, that's been Warrior Well. Let me see if I can close him up. I think you're gonna have to push down his fin, his arms, his head, and then lastly, his tail. Here we have Genesis Feral. His face is really hard to see. I was like, is his face not popping out? But it only pops out by that much. He is a nice lion Bakugan. And he's standing on his two legs right here. You can see these little nubs kind of serve as his feet. He has his wings out. Let's see. Orange symbol right there. And he has some arms you can stick out. I'm not sure how he's supposed to be standing. So yeah, I don't know what the point of having these move a lot is. Maybe he's supposed to just T-posing as a Bakugan. I guess that's sort of cool. Let's see if he has any connection points for the Nanogon. Yes, we have him right here on the side. And there we have it. Not too much to talk about Feral. It just mostly confuses me with why he has those arms. But yes, here he is in his closed form. Yellow and gold accents along with this dark orange and silver. And here we have Genesis Trox. So here we have this Green is my favorite color, by the way. I fucking love this lime green. It might be my favorite color, this specific green. So I love that I have a Bakugan like this. We have a lighter green right here, almost yellow. This tan red color, along with his tan red symbol. And yeah, we can see the places where the Nanogon could go. Let's open this Trox up. He looks very goofy, but there is a lot of detail on his face. I mean, this has to be one of the most detailed Bakugan faces I have ever come across. It is very nice. I mean, it's molded to perfection. You can see his teeth, his spikes. You can kind of see his Genesis spikes right here. Yellow eyes, mouth open with a tongue. We have his tiny T-Rex arms right here. We start losing a little bit of form once we reach his legs, but first let's focus on that tail. His tail with some spikes. Obviously, Bakugan has to be round. I don't mind this, but his legs, you can see his claws right there, his talons. This right here, it's just, you know, filler, so it could actually be in a ball form. I don't think there's any other pieces that stick out. 600 B power. But yeah, this has been Genesis Trox. Overall, really nice. Best face mold I've seen on a Bakugan. Let's see if I can close this bad boy up. Face first. Tail. Man, that was really nice. Here we have my favorite Bakugan of the Genesis collection that's regular, no crystal form. It is Genesis Nelius. We have this beautiful black and purple scheme. I love this scheme. Black and purple goes really well together, along with some silver highlights. Really nice. These will be his wings, which looks really cool. Some more design right here with it appears to be a silver grayish symbol right here. When you pop this bad boy open, yes, it has to be my favorite Nelius, my favorite regular Bakugan. Honestly, probably top 5 favorite Bakugan. Another reason why I got this collection. 700 B power. Look at this beautiful Hydra. You can just see. And they didn't cheap out with only making, you know, one face. Faces on both sides. This face is kind of messed up, but not really. I mean, look, details everywhere. Just a beautiful Bakugan and a beautiful Hydra dragon. Look at this. You can see he has his legs here, along with his claws, his wings. Look at these beautiful purple wings that expand out, his spikes on the back, and his tail. This Bakugan is beautiful, and it's easy to close. All this nice detail. Bakugan can be really detailed, and then you can move that detail up. It doesn't have to, you know, functioning. It doesn't have to pop out. Like, this just rolls up, and it provides so much detail for this figure. The place to put the Nanogons are right here on its tail, so it won't get in the way. Overall, I love this Bakugan, and it has to be one of my favorite Bakugan of all time already. I've been waiting for me to get my hands on this, and now that I finally have him, he did not disappoint at all. All right, finally moving on to the main course. We have the Genesis Wrath and Dragonoid. They are both in crystal forms. They are both in light up, so it is very nice. To activate the batteries, we just have to pull this tab right here. There it goes. Wow, that's so bright on camera. All right, finally took me forever to close up Wrath. Honestly, it was a little embarrassing how long it took me, but here we have him. Silver details right here on his neck. I think this is the back of his neck. And then we have the all faction symbol here in glittery gold. Very nice. The rest of it, it's hard to see, just crystal. But if we open this bad boy up, let's see what colors we will end up with. Let's see. Green. And it's really bright on camera. Honestly, it doesn't look good on my phone camera. We can pop out these wings in the back. The Nanogon would connect here on his arms. I think these are his arms, since these are his wings. And then, yeah, there it goes again. The LED. Really bright on camera, super bright. I don't think he has any other manual parts. I lied. I found more manual parts. There, so he has little feet right here. His tail is probably this thing. Wings, red eyes. Let me zoom in. there we have the red eyes, silver on the back of the neck. Nice little wings. I'm glad they pop out. I was like, what is this? I was like, does he have like just spikes? No, they're his crystal wings. From the back, he has a symbol here. He has a fat motherboard baby right here with the diamond. If you want to pop out his little feet, he can't stand using the magnet, but he can balance using his tail and his feet to stand like that. How cool. And if you want to use him just with the magnet, so the magnet can be holding him, you can do it like that. Here we have it finally. Genesis Dragonoid. Let me pull this tab out. Honestly, it wasn't even in there that well. Before I get into detail, I'm going to close him up and we're going to look how he looks like in his core form. Here is Dragonoid. He is a diamond crystal clear Bakugan with golden accents. Honestly, it doesn't look too terribly impressive, but I do like the little gold accents he does have. Here is the golden sparkly all faction symbol. Golden crystal right there. I'm not sure what that is. And the B power, you can kind of see it through the crystal wing. Anyway, let's open this bad boy up. Let's see. All right, golden color LEDs. You can open up his arms right here. I think he has one more manual part. Where was it? Oh yes, it is his horn. Look at that. These Bakugan are quite annoying. I thought I was really gonna like the LEDs. They're actually a little bit too annoying. Every little movement, anything can set off these LEDs. So I'm gonna have to see where I'm gonna store these bad boys. I'm probably gonna display them since I'm not gonna be using them too much. Is it just his head that's the trigger? Yep, it's his head that's the trigger. Here are his wings, all fully extended. Let's zoom in on that terrifying face. So he has that nice golden horn, beady red eyes, the mouth, the LEDs going off. Other side, the same. He has pretty big wings, and it is a very nice looking Dragonoid. Here's his tail. His little feet pop out automatically. His hands don't, so you have to push that forward when you're trying to display him, along with his horn. This was a flagship item for one of the Bakugan years, so it's very nice to have in my collection. Wrapping up here, we have the display case. I've been waiting for it. They can connect to each other, which is very nice. Look at that. So we can have the Genesis Dragonoid and the Genesis Wrath side by side. You can pop in these cards right here next to each other. Or here, I guess I need to fix the display so it can be like this. Yes. Perfect. Here we have it. Genesis Wrath, Genesis Dragonoid. I am going to display these bad boys on my shelf. You put in one core each. You take your Bakugan of choice and you place it down there. Honestly, they look a little too big to be displayed. Actually, no, they're perfect. Look at that. Yeah, this is definitely going on my bookshelf. Looks very nice. Anyway, this has been a very long video. I hope you all have enjoyed at least some parts of it. As always, I am just a side character, and I will see y'all in the next video.